Day 51. That's what it is. The first recording is called Day 51.
Oh, okay.
Y'all get that?
You're born
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
another year.
The first show is called Day 51.
That's what I meant. That
Yeah.
means that old you turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
All right.
All right, y'all. So, welcome to the show. We don't know what the show is called. We could talk about what we're gonna name it. It got 3 names on the table, but we could always change it up. So, the name of the show is not the Myers family, but this is who we are. So we're gonna introduce ourselves. Start with the youngest.
What do I say?
Who you are? I mean, like,
My name is Tyra Myers.
it's not an interview. Now. We're just
Oh.
talking.
Yeah, I'm Aaliyah. Oh, thank you.
Is that for Tyra or for Leah? Which one?
Oh,
They kind of set it at the same time.
So they just one clap for both of them.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
yeah, it works. That works.
All right. So Leah, the oldest child.
I am Quayshawn Myers.
He get his own clap.
Tarika Myers.
Proud mom. And Roshan, the dad.
Mr. Day 51.
Day 51. Well, when I thought about this, I was like, we all kind of grew up in the same house, a couple houses, but the same house, and everybody have their own little paths, and everybody have their own background, especially mom and dad. So we've been very, 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 very heavily involved in sports. So this show, we will talk a lot about sports, mostly grassroots youth sports. We'll talk about some of the professional stuff. I'll let y'all young folks do that because y'all really do dive into professional sports. So. But I like the youth part that gets people there. The things that I would like to talk about the show, and y'all all can kind of chime in, y'all little intricate pieces of it. But for me, it would be sports, youth sports, fashion, hobbies. Might talk about politics, maybe things that affects people in the social world and economics and stuff like that. But and fashion, sneakers, clothes. That's my spill. So I mean, everybody want to be a part of it. So um, let's talk a little bit about who we are. Who want to start first?
That's a lot. Like,
You have to give a dissertation, but it's a little bit who you are.
Yeah, you better get used to a dissertation. Got one in about 2 years.
everyone's looking at me.
Okay, you're the youngest, so I thought we were just going to keep on with the...
What was the question? I'm sorry.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Tyra, the baby of the bunch.
Well, first, I'm a child of God, so I'm big on my faith and everything, belief in Jesus Christ. I graduated high school and college.
Mm-hmm. And clap.
You get a clap for that.
I had great parents, taught me a lot of lessons, as well as siblings that taught me a lot of lessons that I didn't have to learn for myself. I'm a nice person, I guess. I don't really know what this question.
You guess?
I'm not sure. I hope the child of God is a nice person.
I played college basketball, and yeah,
Yeah,
maybe I'll like add to it after I hear what
sure.
how this
Once
person.
we just
Oh, yeah, I feel like I'm going to go the same way. But, yeah, my favorite color is sky blue. And I'm 24. I'm about to be 25 in exactly 2 weeks. half a century. Period.
Oh, wow.
What?
Is it not half a century?
Please delete this. Please delete it.
50.
Please. Please delete it.
Womp. Half a century. Yeah, half a century.
We want a quarter. Quarter. A quarter
Quarter.
is.
You busy, bro?
What is a quarter?
Quarter of a century. Sorry.
And she
I
graduated
guess
college,
this-
guys.
I guess
You can do it too.
this sums up who I am. Yeah, I did. I graduated college.
Sure.
I was a student athlete. Yeah, I'm trying to, dabble in coaching collegiately. And yeah,
You're speaking to your mic.
over to you, Quay.
I am Quayshawn Myers. I am 29, going on 30. I'm not gonna press the button.
I'm not gonna press it.
I have a great family. I'm working on health and wellness and staying financially stable and pursuing a YouTube career. But yeah, that's about it. I'll pass it on.
Period.
I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm a professional.
Period.
That's it.
Professional. Professional, like,
So you just like 3 bullet points.
Yes.
Short
That's
sweet.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. They don't need to know my age.
All right.
guess in the comments below.
Well, it's day 51. You turn it around, it's on the 15th.
Ooh.
Yeah, so-
You ate.
Yeah, so everything got a little meaning. Yeah, Dad was once a youth, saved by sports. So as you can hear, sports was heavily. Quayshawn didn't talk about his sports career. Very celebrated in his, by the way. So I'm not really say too much because they'll get to know us more. Now, we don't have a name yet, so I've been thinking about 3 names. Maybe go 4 or 5. But I've been talking to a couple of the kids. And first one name is thrown out there is from the, which one is it? From the concrete to the country.
Yeah.
That's one name.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When you hear that, what you think about? Concrete to the country. What comes to your mind?
Sounds like you're gonna tell your life story,
Like hardships to peace.
but also literal meaning, like city to country, north to south.
Okay, so that's what do you think? 3 bullet points.
I'm drawing the blank.
Oh man, so you got 3 bullet points in a blank.
Correct.
Your resume looking terrible right now.
I'm an awesome person.
With no
Professional.
contributions. No contributions. What you think, Quay? Concrete to the country.
I thought the same thing as Tyra did. So, yeah.
Life
Literally
story.
Everything I was going to say. Yeah.
Twiz.
The other one was, what was it?
Complicated instructions.
Yeah, complicated instructions. What y'all think about that one? We're gonna let the mom talk on that one. Complicated instructions. The name of this show. What you think? When you hear complicated instructions and you think about us, comes to mind. Don't say you drawing a blank. Because we're going to wonder if you
Think
really
of-
did graduate from college.
What? I absolutely graduated from college. Complicated instructions. Just think of you purchased a piece of furniture and didn't read the directions to put it together.
Very
IKEA set.
matter of fact.
It's like, yeah.
In this space, complicated instructions. What do we call this space, by the way, Corey? In the world of podcasting, what do we call this?
I don't know. Like a studio?
Sure. I don't know.
Dude.
But yeah, what you think, Mom? You still stuck on furniture?
Stuck on furniture. That's all I can.
Maybe like
That's
that-
it.
That 2,000 piece nightstand you had me put together?
Oh, dang.
I wasn't thinking about that when we came up with complicated instructions. Figure it out. She's stuck on furniture. Family, what y'all think?
Gives like gray area of life. Like there's no specific way that you're supposed to live life. So it's complicated because you can't tell them this, that. That's how you're supposed to live. So it's complicated. But there's also instructions.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I kind of like that.
That was a good. That was
Wait,
a good
what you
explanation.
think, Quay?
Not gonna lie, I'm tag teaming on that one.
Just gonna ditto?
Yeah.
Y'all got the degree from the same school?
Ooh.
No, somewhere.
It was fun.
You sure your name on it? It's not her.
I'll take it. Oh,
Yeah. Got it.
Got it. Okay. What you think, Quay?
About complicated instructions?
Yeah.
oh, so I still.
They're difficult.
Real.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, we'll apply. We'll come back and we'll apply what we'll be talking about to those name of the shows, proposed names of the shows. And the last one was Two Exits Away. You hear Two Exits Away. No more bullet. Come on, no blanks. What you got? Two exits away.
You're almost there. I don't.
That's better. That's better. That's better. It's way more abstract than furniture. I like it. You vibing a little bit with us. You coming along. Almost there.
Thrown into the fire.
All right, Leah, before you take Tyra's answer, what's yours?
I was kind of thinking the same thing. Like,
Nah.
yeah, like you are almost there. I feel like if you were to name it that, like whatever you decide to, talk about, whether it's fashion or sports, I guess people could view this as like, oh, I could, take a little something from that, like piecing it together maybe.
What you got, son?
This one I'm not sure on. I'm not sure where Two Exits Away goes here. But it sounds good though. Sounds good.
That's good.
I think it's like it could just go with anything. Because two exits away, like I think it implies you're on the interstate, so you're just rolling and free riding through life. So it could go with anything that you do on the podcast.
That makes it hard there.
Yeah, at that point.
Man, two exits away. Concrete to the country. Complicated instructions. Man. I don't want our huge audience to to pick because they might steal the name.
Oh, right.
True.
We gotta pick it before we even post it. Like we gotta decide today who we are. What you vibing on, moms, wifey? Other than your drink, your mixed drink, you just.
As
I mean, we know
the
it's not.
names.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you vibing on? Or you got something else you want to add to the pot?
No, I don't.
Mm.
I have, no, I have,
Nothing.
You don't
I
want to
have
vote it?
nothing. You know what?
What would your
Vote
vote
in?
be?
What would I vote you?
Vote
The name.
Vote for
Oh,
the name.
the
of it.
name. Which name would I vote for? Is
Yeah.
that what y'all?
Well, let's see if anybody want to add anything else, and then we'll vote.
Okay.
Oh no, you already know we had our conversation, so.
All right.
Oh,
What you thinking?
Is it a secret or?
Well, she already voted, but we got obviously she doesn't. She's not going to add anything because she typically impersonates people. But for now,
You're not original.
for now, I already know what she's voting with. But
My vote would be 2 exits away.
2 exits away. Huh, how you feeling, Quay?
What was the first one?
Concrete to the country.
And then it was complicated instructions.
Yep.
Y'all had concrete in New Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh,
Come on now. I mean, I'm from Patterson, but our neighbor was Brick City.
Mm.
Pause.
What?
why are we pausing?
I'm not sure, but
Me neither.
okay. That's her contribution. Her originality.
What?
Y'all can look it up after the podcast.
Okay. No phones allowed during the podcast to Google her pause.
Mine's inside anyway.
Yeah, what's your vote?
Out of the 3, probably the first one.
Oh, concrete to the country.
Mm-hmm.
What do y'all remember about the country? I mean, we still we're south, but we did at one point live in the country.
No, yeah, never. Actually, I'd probably go with 2 exits away. It
You
probably
didn't
sound-
like it?
I mean, I feel like it would make more sense if it was like the other way around.
Country to the concrete?
Right.
Right.
Oh, for you.
Just-
Yeah,
right.
for you.
Right. Yeah.
Huh. I got it. That makes sense. You don't get it.
I'm still confused.
See the-
We're still in the country. Like,
But for him, he was born in rural. He lived in rural first.
Country to the burb.
okay, because
We have stoplights now.
Country to the sack.
you have before you get there, there are 2.
I got you. I understand. I don't speak you, but I understand you.
What? What's your vote?
What's your
I don't have a vote.
You have to vote. It's not a test.
Complicated instructions.
Because you are. That is you. So you got. All right. So I know what Aaliyah's is, but you could tell everybody what your vote is.
I think it was complicated instructions.
You think it was?
Yeah.
So we got 2 complicated instructions. 1.
2 exits.
One country to the concrete.
Yeah.
And 2 X's away.
Who said no phones allowed?
I said that.
That sounds kind of good too.
Gotta make sure.
Ghetto?
Gotta make sure no one has it.
No.
Somebody actually need to Google that right now.
No, wait, I thought he was talking about for her name.
Yeah.
Oh, because I thought he was saying no phones allowed, period.
And
Like,
then I thought he said that's
No Google.
ghetto, but he said that's good too.
oh, it's me thinking they said don't get on Google.
I did say that.
Oh.
But he offered to do one in there. No phones allowed. I can pull for that. I mean, I can put some
Yeah, I don't see one.
no phones allowed.
Yeah, I don't see one named No Phones Allowed.
No phones allowed.
serious.
What you
They
think of no
took
phones
that away.
allowed, moms?
I mean, that's cool too.
I think that sounds like a Diddy party.
Oh,
God.
man.
You almost
Ruined it.
killed
Ruined
You
it.
almost killed it.
Mm. I can't unhear that. I can't
So
unhear.
that's a no.
I
On
can't.
the no phones allowed.
the comment.
Quayshawn, you got to use that on your own.
Good try, Diddy.
Man.
Woo.
Wow. So we're back to two exits. Two exits away and complicated instructions.
Mm, 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 mm.
Two exits away reminds me of when people, I'm not going to stereotype people, but, people like, yo, you almost here. Yeah, I'm around the corner. And they're nowhere near.
True.
Probably closer to two exits away than they actually are around the corner.
But see, that means it could be a metaphorical thing.
Almost
what-
there?
Yeah, like whatever you're talking about, it could either be like, oh, you're actually almost there, or it could be like, oh, society's taking forever to get there.
I like that. And also part of it too when I was when I was thinking about it was usually in life you never quite achieve everything. Even when you're super successful, you're probably two exits away from being your best. And if you ever achieve it, some people just become stagnant. So it's cool to be two exits away, as long as you're still driving. Sports, you could be 2 yards away, two exits, 2 carries, 2 points. Well, not for you, Aaliyah, because you only shoot threes, but yeah,
20 feet.
20 feet, 20-foot threes. Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm kind of like stuck a little bit. So if we took out Country to the Concrete and no phones allowed,
Yeah.
and we're down to 2 exits and complicated instructions, we're down to 2. Is it worth voting on or flipping a coin? Which one is it?
2 exits.
I mean, it's 5 people, so it'll be easy. Because I don't have a coin on me right now. But
So we're
Still
voting?
Siri hesitant.
Yeah, so we're down to 2 exits and complicated instruction. And I didn't comment on complicated instructions. So for me, complicated instructions was, as parents, kids, y'all don't come with instructions. And our parents give us different advice and different instructions, and it makes instructions even more complicated. When we relate it to sports, different coaches tell you different things. All of them ultimately try to achieve the same goal, but it can become complicated. And really, in sports, to be successful, you got to be able to focus. So you gotta avoid the complication and keep it simple. So I like that in relation to sports. Fashion is complicated for me, but then it's simple. If everybody understands it, then you're playing. So that's my 2 cents.
I dig it. There's 1-1. Wait, was that your vote or just your
I
explanation?
didn't vote. I was hoping y'all could. It didn't lie with me.
I say 2 exits.
Complicated instructions.
Did we not already do this?
We're doing this again. Come on, don't be complicated.
Complicated instructions.
Yeah, we can make it complicated instructions.
Complicated wins.
That fits you too, Mom.
Boy,
Here
I
we
tell you
go.
what.
Complicated
Boy, the
instructions.
shots. at
That's
the
kind of actually how it started. Remember, the first thing was something like,
No rules to this
yeah, that's kind of how it started.
or something like that.
Yeah. How long should these things? Should these shows last, Quay?
Anywhere under an hour.
Producer Quay? Anywhere under an hour? All right. So we're about what 20 something minutes in, y'all?
Almost 30.
Almost 30.
Oh, I mean, I can't.
So some of my thoughts about the show, and I'm not super hard on like pause. Um, what and how the show would go, but what I envision, like when we talk about us as a family, we love sports, um, we love our community and our neighborhood. So we love to cook out, we love the fellowship. So my thought process is we'll have podcasts, we'll have the guests. We might use one of you all might choose to do something on your own, something that you really feel strong about. You might choose to pull up something and just go with it. Um, but I would like to plan to end the show with fellowship, a meal, whether that be we cook something in the house, or we cook something outside, or we bring over some of our cooks who cook. And at the end of the show, we fellowship with our guests. And of course, if the cook's here, we fellowship with the cook. And if some neighbors are hanging around, well, that's how we'll end the show. So I would like to, talk about what we talk about. I would like to get people from our community on this show, um, people that are not celebrated and not recognized. I don't want to say give them their flowers because that's kind of corny, but I would just like to sit down and celebrate them and fellowship with them. Um, yeah, so that's my thought. What would y'all like to get out of this? Just being on TV.
I
I
can
like
yap.
to talk. For real. You talk all day.
You just want to
Um,
talk. You gotta have some
Just
content
about,
though.
Like, yeah, just like anything you bring to the table, I feel like I'll be able to contribute to, even if I'm not really knowledgeable about that topic. I'll figure something out.
So while we're talking about that, so you're in a job interview, right? You say you're into college coaching. Tell us what type of college coach you would be. So your experience as a player, what's your strong point as a coach
What?
from your experience as a player?
Oh, okay. I didn't hear the from. Okay.
What would be your strong point as a coach?
Okay.
Just to breathe life into the players, like bring positive energy, like a fiery passion.
That was
I was doing a sound effect.
As I can't wait to hear that back.
Okay,
Yeah.
Dragon.
Just a very like high energetic person that the players feel comfortable, coming to like about anything because college basketball isn't easy. But yeah, that's how I would define myself as a coach.
When did you know switching from a player? When did you know you wanted to coach? Because I don't know if I ever thought that, but go ahead, tell me.
I didn't realize it till I was a GA, so that was about 6 years because I started my 5th year in a biology master's program. Then my 6th year as a GA, I was a public health master's, doing my master's in public health, and then I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like you get to see like everything from the manager, Dobo, all the way up to the head coach. And then I was like, I could find, you know, myself interested in this. I mean, I've been like my whole life was pretty much basketball, so it was like it's kind of nice to see the other side to it. And then I was like, yeah, see if I could, keep going with this. And then I was at Dobo this past year, and now I want to take it up one more notch and be an assistant coach.
Okay. Last question. What are some of the struggles you had as a player that you can help next player the next player go through?
The mentality of, like, I guess just to have a stronger mental state. Like, everything isn't about you. Like, everyone does not, like, they do not always, like, dislike you. There's always reasoning to why certain things are happening, even though it may not make sense. You know, you just got to keep your head strong and straight and follow that path and just hope that it works out in the end.
Cool. I'm excited.
Mizmo. What does that mean, Quay?
I didn't even hear what you said.
Mizmo.
It's not listening.
Mesmo?
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, I think I'm a Spanish twin. Same. Means same.
No, I thought it was something totally different. Glad I didn't say anything.
Oh, man.
Cool. So we're new to this. Quay's not. So what are we on the lookout for you, Quay?
What you mean?
In your space, you're building your YouTube channel.
Like what am I working on?
Yeah,
Like,
what are you working on?
I mean, recently I just been trying to figure out ways to get in the algorithm. So basically trying to find ways to circumvent my content to different pathways or whatever. Yeah, just trying to figure out things to better my content. Yeah, and just get them out to more eyes, just because I feel like that outside of entertainment is the most important thing, the amount of eyes you can get your content on. So, yeah, just been working on that recently, and then just the quality of said content. So, I feel like I've been working on that pretty well, and yeah, it should see some fruition soon. So,
I have a question.
Sure.
So
Oh,
what's
for him?
that? Yeah, what is the algorithm process? Is it like hashtags? You do a bunch of hashtags, a variety of them, and then you show up on people's For You page? Is that how that works? Because, like, I could be, so everyone knows that your phone listens to you, so I could be talking about something like Aaliyah, Tyra, and I were talking about um, getting whoopings as a young person, and then I open my phone and there's a comedian talking about
whoopings.
yeah.
There it
So
is.
is it the and they have like the hashtag whoopings, hashtag mama never beat me, hashtag you didn't beat, those type of hashtags. So is that the route that you're going? Is that a thing or
No,
am I?
I mean it can be. Those are kind of like separate things. Kind of sounds like a coincidence. Were y'all texting about it,
Out
Oh,
or
loud.
no,
like
no, no, no.
physically
The
talking
man
about
was
it
listening.
in real life?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
the man
so
was
that's,
listening.
That's
Yeah.
a part of your phone. So you could talk about something or you can text something and it will.
No, I was asking like, were y'all talking about it and then it happened?
Yes,
Because
yes, yes,
okay,
yes. So we talked
okay,
about
you
it
talked
yesterday.
about it verbally.
Yes. Yeah. Oh,
I'm saying
Like-
like, were you physically saying it mouth to mouth, or were
And
y'all
not.
texting each other? Because there are things where you can like text people like,
Yeah.
I want some Doritos. Now you're all of a sudden getting Doritos commercials.
well,
Literally.
no, we were speaking.
So y'all were physically
Yes,
talking. So
yes.
yeah, that's more coincidence than anything. Like if you're putting in like hashtags, you can see like anything of that hashtag pop up on your social media or whatever social media.
Okay, wait. Are you on? Are you on TikTok?
Yes.
Okay.
He just popped up on my For You page before we stepped outside.
Okay, so then now, Quayshawn has never popped up on my TikTok ever. Like I whenever I go watch him, I would have to go to his page. So now I wonder, after this whole dialogue, will he now pop up on my For You page?
But it's also like what you're into and what you're liking on TikTok. So
Right.
whatever you like more of, that's what you're gonna get similar videos of. So if you don't like aren't actually like double tapping like video games and stuff or similar content that he's producing, then it won't like you won't be on that side of TikTok.
Is that the algorithm you're
That's
talking about?
literally
Yeah.
the definition, right? That's the definition of algorithm.
So if I like,
If you like a lot of food pictures and food videos, you'll get a lot of food content.
okay, so would it not coincide? So let's say, okay, there were videos that they were trying to give political meaning to, but they were scared that they were going to be taken down. So they would post, yeah, they would write things, so you had to read it, and the hashtag would be boots, and they were like, yeah, so I'm talking about these boots, and I'm talking about these boots and these boots, but what they were, the message was all political.
Mm-hmm.
Then
so
you
that's
go
like
to
showing you a video of one thing, but then giving people that are looking for boots what you're talking about, even if they don't want to hear that.
correct. Yes, 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 yes. So then I'm wondering, like, if you put hashtag boots on yours,
My
and I
content
like
will be showing up for people that are looking for boots,
boots.
or the
Okay.
people that are posting
So
political
that is a
stuff
part of the
about
algorithm.
boots. Right. Right.
Alright.
Wow. So we gotta, okay. We gotta create our own algorithm.
Hashtag.
Gosh, create your own algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's tough though? These mosquitoes. They are brutal.
That's not the B word I thought you were going to say.
Anything else, y'all? Before we bring the day 51, episode 51, 15.
Were you about to wrap it up?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I thought you were about to wrap it. So. Ooh,
oh.
freestyle.
That's what I thought when he said, "Are you about to
Ooh.
wrap it up?" The emphasis was on the "r."
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
see, you joining in.
To what?
You about to freestyle?
How deep things go.
What? Oh,
That's your beat. Get it. Go. That's not.
that's
No.
the 70s.
Well, it's been pretty grand, y'all. So, I mean, we decided on the name.
Complicated instructions.
You made a You made a decision. Stuck with it. I see you.
It was a good one.
Tyra was hard on 2X's away.
It was a good explanation, though. It was a good explanation.
Didn't realize it keeps going.
I'm sure she could tie it into her faith, though. I'm sure you could tie
What?
complicated instructions into your faith as you're spreading the word.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you can do that.
Oh, like now?
No, you don't have to do it. No, not right now. So,
Tyra
don't-
and I had Bible study this morning
cool.
Nice.
Yep.
Together, or you went to one?
together.
That's why I don't think it's a coincidence that her room almost caught on fire.
Which is so crazy. Because I typically don't have my fan on during the day, but like I opened my closet to get the hoodie, and I was like, it's hot in here. I turn the fan on, I sit down, I'm scrolling on TikTok, and all of a sudden I hear like something got like dropped or something, and I thought it was Tyra throwing something in my room. So I'm like walking out, I'm like, Tyra, what are you doing? Tyra was downstairs. So I turn it off, and I turn back on, the sparks start flying. I'm like, yes and no.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a fiery word you had today.
Yep.
All right.
Pretty good.
The enemy will try to get you once you start following after God.
Man.
I don't know. How often do you think we should drop a show?
Yeah, birthday's coming up, so maybe we could do this again 2 weeks from now.
should we drop a show next week? I mean, have it. Well, it'll be a bunch of people around here, so that might be a little too complicated.
It depends on how long it takes to like edit the stuff to like put them out.
I mean, that's
True.
thank God we have an in-house producer.
Shouldn't take long. It's around 40 minutes, 50 minutes right now. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see.
You're gonna take out my half century thing.
Nah, that was
redo it. Yeah, like
complicated
25,
instructions.
about
Nope.
25, whatever century, and then you can just like clip that in. Was everybody in the same stance as they were?
Nah. Well, I guess we'll sign out and tell everybody, thank you for tuning in when you actually get a chance to see this to complicated instructions.
What are we calling our members?
I don't know. Tell me. What you mean, like?
Welcome back,
Listeners,
CIs.
CI.
Oh no.
Criminal intent? Is that what came to mind with CI?
Informant.
No, informant.
Oh,
That's
Oh, wait, what?
CI is. A snitch.
welcome back, snitches.
I didn't know.
Complicated instructions. Yeah, I mean, they kind of go together. I mean, that could be our algorithm. Snitches.
Mm.
No.
CI. No, it's not a thing. All right.
listeners,
Listen, that's so plain.
Basic.
complicated instructions. Maybe they should sit down and listen.
Oh, our listeners. What would our listeners be called? Complicated instructions.
Students. I don't know.
And that's more.
What? Welcome back to class.
What about the blueprints?
Welcome black blueprints.
What?
Welcome, black blueprints.
That's hard to say.
Welcome back, blueprints.
Welcome black.
That's a tongue twister. I don't know. That might be great for our algorithm.
Oh man.
Back blueprint.
That's just me scratching a mosquito bite on my slipper.
Welcome back, blueprints.
Wait, if we. Nah. Let's say we're eating on the show. So it's supposed to say welcome back, Big Back.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Welcome back. Welcome, big bag. No.
I mean, he did say he wanted people to cook.
Big bags are back. I like that.
Complicated instructions. We call them I don't know. We can open up next show.
Sub chat.
At the chat.
All right. Well, look out for our next gathering. And thank you for tuning in to Complicated Instructions.
Thank y'all. Like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that too.
comment, and subscribe.
See you next time.